Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video of Fox Flicks on Con EX. Today we'll be checking out his top 10 list of Digimon mode changes. So this is probably of course going to be not fan-made mode changes, but mode changes we have seen in the show, the comics, games, anything like that that's canon. So let's hop in and see which 10 made this list change. Hoo-hoo, that was actually kind of good.
Mode changes. A variable type of, well, not exactly evolution in the Digimon world, where a Digimon goes from one form to another, sometimes gaining a level, sometimes gaining new abilities, and sometimes just physically changing. But nowadays there are a ton of mode changes, so on today's video I'm going to be listing my top 10 personal favorites.
Like I said, let's see who made this list change itself.
Hey, the digital world can be scary. If you go into the digital world without a Digivice and your own Digimon partner, you're leaving your...
Yep, hold on. This is an ad for ExpressVPN, so we're gonna cut. And we're back and moving on to number 10.
What is up, digital companions? My name is Con EX and welcome back to another video. And if it's not welcome back, why don't you become one of the top 10 favorite people in my life by hitting that subscribe button? So yes, mode changes. We're going to discuss each one in this video because some are a little bit weird. So let's begin with a set of Digimon.
With like how? No, legit, like how? I mean, this is Digimon. We already have a lot of weird stuff.
I know it's a top 10, but sometimes I group Digimon together because I'm wacky like that. The Blast Mode Digimon from the Digimon Accel. Now these are not burst modes, these are blast modes, and they're also different from Beelzemon Blast Mode. I did a whole video about them, the card is on screen right now, but to give you a TLDR, on the Digimon Accel, when you revved up for battle, sometimes your Digimon could access a blast mode, which has come full circle in a lot of ways with the creation of Cathilamon, a dark, evil marine Angemon, not to be confused with marine Devimon. There's also the Metal Etamon Blast Mode, which makes him all spiky as if he's charged with electricity or he's turned into ferrous metal. And unfortunately, none of these Blast Mode Digimon from the Accel have never been given official art. Now, I will say, we do have an upcoming Digimon card game set called Blast Ace, which is supposed to focus on Digimon Adventure and Digimon Seekers. Weird combo. And Digimon Seekers apparently does have some relation to the Digimon Accel. It's got the D-Brigade and stuff like that in it, so I guess that makes sense. So it's not impossible that a couple of these blast modes are gonna get cards and official art and reference book listings this year, but I'm not holding my breath, though I have a little bit of hope still inside somewhere. Okay,
Keep that hope alive, man. Moving on to number 9.
9 is Metal Greymon Ultras Mode. I just think it's so cool the way the Dark Miasma resulted in a mode change for Metal Greymon. One of the things, and there's not a lot of them, that I really liked about Adventure 2020 was exploring different evolution paths with these very established Digimon from Digimon Adventure, giving them new mode changes, alternate evolution routes, etc. And with Ultras Mode being based off of the designs of the ex-antibody Metal Greymons, that's just so much fun. That railgun is incredibly cool and was just one of the highlight moments.
I mean, even I gotta agree, that is an amazing looking railgun. Just, yeah, it's cool. Probably not very functional because of like the wheeled teeth in the middle, but still, very cool looking.
2020 for me. I wish that I could say that I loved Wagarurumon Sagittarius mode as much as I love Metal Greymon Ultras mode. Maybe I need to dip into my own Dark Miasma and do a top 10 worst mode changes in my opinion. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that.
Yeah, why not? Oop, hold it folks, we got an ad. And we're back, let's go.
To number 8, we have Belphemon Sleep Mode. It's just so cool to me that this gigantic raging demon, Belphemon, transforms into this cute little guy. The fact that it goes to sleep because its power is too immense is just incredible. And I love that little Tamagotchi alarm clock it's got around it.
That actually is really cute. It's a massive behemoth that could destroy the world, but he gets sleepy so easily. Yeah, so sleep. I tried to be cute though, and that did not work at all. I'm sorry about that.
Its neck. I love mode changes of all kinds, but I think it's particularly fun when a mode change fundamentally changes the status quo of a Digimon. Talk about this in a little bit with another pick on this list. But Belphemon Rage Mode and Sleep Mode is so cool to me. It makes me wish that more Digimon had little diminutive sleep modes, kind of like the NX Digimon from Cyber Sleuth. I would just love to see more little sleepy guys. Like imagine Millenniummon Sleep Mode. I know the whole sleep and rage thing is integral to Belphemon himself, but you know, it's fun. We make stuff up out here. I also think think it's fun. You might perceive that the sleep mode doesn't do any damage because it's asleep, but according to the reference book, it's able to inflict damage to Digimon just with its snores. Can relate. And then from sleep...
It's like having a Pokemon that's asleep and then you use the move Sleep Talk. Oh, wait, is that what it's called? You know what I'm talking about, guys.
We fall down. Yes, it's Lucamon fall down mode. Now this is an interesting mode change. It's given the mode moniker alongside Satan mode, but yet it advances a level from the regular Lucamon. Very interesting to me. Lucamon fall down mode is a fantastic design, one of my favorite designs in Digimon. The half angel, half demon looks so good. But it's also kind of a Digimon knowledge head scratcher. What makes this a mode and not an evolution? On the list so far, and continuing into the list, we will see mode changes of the same level. That's why it's a mode change. It's the same Digimon, just changing its configuration. But Lucamon, the little cherubim, literally...
It literally goes from Lucamon to Lucifer to Satan. Yeah, I mean, that is just straight up Digivolution. That's not mode changing at all. Unless Khan's about to prove me wrong.
Falls down like Lucifer, the biblical angel, and devil. I'm not up on my theology. So the fact this is designated a mode is super fascinating to me. Digimon Web has started to do Digimon profiles, and I'd really love more of a deep dive into what the creators think the designation of a mode change is versus an evolution, versus a slide evolution, etc. Then we go from logic to me being an 8-year-old boy watching Digimon, and number 7 on our list is Imperialdramon Fighter Mode and Imperialdramon Fighter Mode Black. It just used to be a recolored variant of Imperialdramon Fighter Mode, but now it's got some ridiculously cool art.
Okay, I have honestly never seen that mode before, and that is an amazing looking Dragon Knight guy thing.
In the Digimon card game and on the reference book. Both of these are incredible. I was never a Dragon mode kid. I love Paildramon. People keep saying that I say Imperialdramon weird. I'm sure I remember the dub or the sub being like Imperialdramon, but I guess it's Imperialdramon, but it doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth, so I'm gonna keep calling it...
It's like Imperial Dra of Dragon and then Mon, so Imperialdramon. It can sound strange, but that's literally what it is. Imperial Dragon Monster. Boom. How's that for some grammar?
Imperialdramon, sorry. Imperialdramon Fighter Mode is just the zenith of Paildramon to me. I love it so much. And you know, while I think the scene involving Paladin Mode is sick, I've always found Paladin Mode's actual design could have had a couple of more things going for it. That's why I really like Imperialdramon Fighter Mode Black too. Those slightly demonic elements that they've added in recent years are just super cool. And then going from just really cool Digimon with a black variant, we go to Apollomon Whispered. We had a whole discussion about this on my Twitter about whether Apollomon Whispered is even a mode change, or if it's a slide evolution like Cherubimon Vice and Virtue or something different, but I am choosing to include it on this list. Apollomon is a mega, reaching almost its upper limit on evolution, and I don't think Apollomon Whispered is supposed to be an ultra. It's one of those Digimon from Cross Wars that currently has not been assigned a level in the reference book, but I doubt it's supposed to be on like Omnimon or Omnimon Merciful mode level. In addition to this,
probably not. Its name is literally Apollomon Whispered, so it should, if anything, just be the exact same level as Apollomon. And probably just a dark variant. So, yeah.
The perfect allegory to me is Gallantmon Crimson Mode. Both Crimson Mode and Whispered come from Mega level Digimon, also of notable Digimon groups, the Royal Knights and Olympus 12 respectively, and both Mega level Digimon assimilate specifically a digital life form to transform. Gallantmon fuses with Grani to become Crimson Mode, and Apollomon fuses with Whisper to become Apollomon Whispered, and I think that is a clear distinction.
Oh, never mind then, he just proves me wrong. Didn't know anything about the Whisper, so... yeah, okay, maybe if anything, it would be the same level, just stronger. That makes sense to me.
That to me makes Apollomon Whispered a mode change. It is basically 1-for-1 with Crimson Mode, it's just a dark version of that. But then again, there's a bunch of mode changes that don't involve that. There is Ulforce Veedramon Future Mode. Digimentals aren't always the Armor Digi-Eggs you know from 0-2, but that's still an outside force making a mode change. But anyway, I'm counting Apollomon Whispered as a mode change. If you don't like it, soz? Does it matter? We're all gonna die one day. Anyway, that all being said, Cross Wars taking Apollomon, the champion of the
son!
And corrupting him into this evil, dominating presence was incredibly cool. I am a sucker for a dark counterpart, be it Gulu Scamamon, Devimon, or even Blackwall Greymon, and Apolomon Whispered, in my opinion, is more than deserving of standing alongside them with one of the most badass designs in Digimon history. It's almost like a combination of a Dark Digivolution and a mode change, in my opinion, and that is peak fiction. Alright.
Oh, hold on, folks. We got another ad. And we're back. Let's go.
And from evil, we go to the light with Holy Angemon Priest Mode.
Ooh.
Wouldn't be a Khan video without some V-Tamer love, and unfortunately, All Force Veedramon Future Mode didn't quite make the cut. I do like Future Mode, but it's just not a standout to me. I don't like it a ton more than regular All Force Veedramon. But holy moly, Holy Angemon Priest Mode is radical. A more stripped back.
Look at that sword. That is not really a sword. More like... actually, maybe it's like a short sword and yeah, that would make sense. It's a sword and it's short, so
Priest version of Holy or Magna Angemon. It really stood out to me reading V-Tamer after I was already familiar with Adventure to see this very different take on what I knew as Magna Angemon. In addition to that, it's also kind of getting its flowers recently. In Digimon Adventure 2020, during Magna Angemon's Digivolution into Seraphimon, it briefly took on the form of Holy Angemon Priest Mode, which was incredibly great. Again, one of those standouts from 2020 is these little lore nods, these little additions and calling back to things that we know. It's super good. Just a very reserved Digimon. I think it stands out for its simplicity, and yeah, I'm always gonna love it. And that more religious, priestly mode change dovetails us nicely into my next pick. Sequoiamon Miko Mode is just so simple, and I love it. Renamon's evolution line is so intrinsically linked to Shinto and Taoism, so to have Sequoiamon, the powerful Mega, mode change to a Shrine Maiden, I think is such a fun and unique way to go about things. Especially as it is said that
it's something I definitely didn't know about before, so this is definitely new to me.
Sequoiamon seldom fights while in Miko mode. That makes it feel even more unique from a lot of Digimon that will mode change to increase their combat power. Again, earlier when I was talking about sleep mode, it's nice to see a mode change that isn't all about combat prowess, and instead is about fundamentally changing a part of that Digimon, whether it's sleeping to kind of incubate its power, or becoming Miko mode to be a more dedicated Shrine Maiden. It's nice to see those Digimon forms that aren't all about just getting stronger all the time. But saying that, while we're in the Digimon Tamers field, Gallantmon Crimson Mode, number 2, baby! Sometimes it is all about getting stronger and cooler, okay? Gallantmon Crimson Mode is one of the most iconic moments in Digimon media. Digimon Tamers actually collects a bunch of W's. I already really like the idea of Grani. It reminds me of the Soul Bird from Power Rangers Wild Force. Can you tell that I'm like a Saban Fox Kids kid? Does that come through really evidently? But then to find out that Gallantmon could go further beyond, just like the Omnimon that I loved watching Digimon the movie, by fusing with Grani was just a standout moment. Plus, giving Gallantmon, who had been through the whole Megidramon drama, angel wings felt very appropriate. This digital hazard becoming almost an angel of the digital world is just very cool. I also think you can see a lot of Gallantmon Crimson Mode's DNA in things like the burst modes from Digimon Data Squad, so it really feels like an iconic Digimon. And while yes, 02 is my...
It's definitely all that red that just screams Gallantmon.
Favorite season, we are in fact ending on just one more Tamers Digimon, because number 1 had to be Beelzemon Blast Mode. I think this guy tops almost everyone's list of favorite Blast Modes, and Beelzemon tops a lot of people's lists of just favorite Digimon.
I mean, to be honest, his whole Blast Mode is literally that he just digivolved a gun into his arm. That's it. Like, if you've seen the anime, you understand. It was just Impmon running with a toy gun that literally couldn't do anything. He, like, warped, digivolved into Beelzemon, looked at the gun, and it just fused into his arm, becoming the blaster we see right here. Like, that is all from a toy gun that literally couldn't do anything.
Straight up. Impmon and Beelzemon's story in Digimon Tamers is one that I think a lot of people gravitate to and feel very strongly about. Beelzemon's story, let's not forget, intrinsically ties into other big moments of Tamers, like Leomon's death, Megidramon, the addition of new Tamers to the Tamers cast, his bike and Melkoramon, the ties to Hypnos and the D-Reaper, it's all there with Beelzemon, it's so cool. So to see this guy who had been such a mischievous asshole and eventually just a real demon, fitting of the name Demon Lord, mode changing to this form more reminiscent of a fallen angel. In fact, in the reference book, It says that when it raised its power and spirit to its utmost limits,
Ooh.
instead of evolving in wickedness, it maintained a calmer mental state, and its 3 once baleful red eyes have become green. All that because Iron Marco gave Impmon a toy gun and a kiss on the cheek is just such a phenomenal Digimon moment, a moment that you don't get in other shows. That is Digimon to me. Blast mode, despite the fact of being called Blast mode, is almost like Angel mode in many ways. Beelzemon coming to fight the D-Reaper, help Jerry.
Oh, they could call it like Beelzemon Redemption mode or something like that. That would have been like a very cool name for it.
And even align himself with Kalumon is just one of the greatest moments in Digimon. And that is why, to me, Beelzemon Blast Mode is my #1 Digimon mode change. But as always, this is just my opinion. No top 10 is definitive. So let me know in the comments below your top 10 mode changes, or if a lot of them are the same as mine, tell me why you like them. Huge shout out to my Sovereigns, It's Elementary, ZDK14, and Jmon, and now you're all down here. Yeah, we're trying new things. So
yeah, that's actually really cool. Well, folks, that's where we're going to be ending up today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link will be in the description, and I'll see all of you folks next time when we flick on. Peace out.